Is it recording? It is recording. Hello everybody, I'm Sada Winchester and I'm back with a sort of a midnight / bored / nothing to do, why not make weird videos right now sort of video. Hello everybody. So I was suddenly playing the Final Fantasy Crisis Core on my PSP today, and I was like, hey, it's been a really long time. I've opened my YouTube channel and I'm playing tons of video games here and there, all sorts of video games, and for some reason I have not yet made a single video about one of my most favorite video games of all time. And if you do not know what it is, I mean, Pokemon comes close to it. Pokemon comes close to one of my most favorite video games of all time, but there's one that's gonna be there at the epitome of my most favorite video games of ever, and that is Final Fantasy VII, man. If you haven't played Final Fantasy VII, what are you doing with your life? It is absolutely, hands down, one of the best video games ever made. The story, everything about Final Fantasy VII, characters design, everything. It's amazing. And since we've talked about the introduction to the game, let's talk about what Final Fantasy VII. Okay, first and foremost, let me clear it up. This one is the Switch version, but I also have played it on the PS4, and I might one day do a walkthrough of it on my YouTube channel. So if you're added to my YouTube channel, if not, make sure you subscribe so that one day you can watch me play Final Fantasy on my channel. And although I have Final Fantasy VII Remake as well, I simply cannot help but continue going back to Final Fantasy VII. I mean, 8 is an overall good game as well, but 7 is where it's at. 7 is one of the best video games ever made. So what is the story of Final Fantasy VII? The story of Final Fantasy VII is very simple. It basically talks about the discovery of resource drawn directly from the planet where you are, and it's about global warming. I mean, not literally global warming, but it's in a sense it's about global warming and the town people who live below the poverty line and below, and the story of Cloud, Ariel, Tifa, Lockhart, everybody. It's amazing. It's honestly, if you have not played Final Fantasy VII yet, the game, the ambience, the amount of action, cutscenes, dude, this game was a revolution to its time, and still to this day, people love it. That just shows you how much good the Final Fantasy series is. And since this is a sort of review sort of thing for my channel, I can't help but have to give Final Fantasy VII a review. And for that, I would personally give it it gets a 10 for me. 10 out of 10, man. Nothing less than a 10. Bonus round. I love Final Fantasy VII so much I have a Cloud's Buster Sword tattoo on my arm. That is how much the game means to me. And this is just a general opinion to everyone. If you have not played any of the Final Fantasy games yet, and you want to dive into the Final Fantasy universe, 7 is literally one of the best games to start. It's hands down amazing, and you will love it. And with that, I think I'm gonna end my video today. And hopefully one day one of my videos are gonna blow up and I'm gonna get tons of subscribers, or at least 1,000 subscribers, or have at least a fan base to continue working on making more videos. But up until that day, I'm just going to make videos I like. So if you like this review and want more, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can make sure you stay sub to it, click on notifications, and that's it. Oh wait. Live long and prosper.